you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave. Ow!
And welcome to Wednesday.
Hello.
Welcome to the Seth Williams Show with Chris Akin. Chris Akin, how are you, my friend?
I'm good. It is a good Wednesday here. It's not 1,000,000 degrees. It's not 1,000% humidity, so I'll take it.
Well, it was hot outside, but it wasn't too bad. A little cloudy, so that's helping a little bit.
Not as bad as it's been.
No, not at all. We'll start off with the greatest sex of all time, then we can go home.
All right.
Sydney and those glorious tits are what's truly saving America. And
wrong.
good night. Enough said. We will talk to you next week.
Yeah, we'll see the rest of you at 5:30 for mines.
Where we will definitely talk about that more.
Well, we'll be talking about some titties, that's for sure.
Yes, but we will get into the Sydney Sweeney stuff here in just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Everything good with you on this fine Wednesday?
Yeah, man. No complaints. Just worky work all day today and getting my stuff done, getting some interviews done or an interview done with the band Guar. I talked to the band Guar today, which that's always an experience.
What do they do during an interview? Do they dress up and stuff? Do they look weird?
Well, today, Blothar the Berserker did not give me video. Blothar the Berserker did not do video, but he was definitely in character. So we were talking about the several thousand years that they've been in existence and the several hundred years that since they emerged from Antarctica. And, you know, it's always a weird interview because you know this as well as I do. They slide in and out of reality.
Right. Yeah.
So you start talking to them, and they're talking all kinds of crazy stuff. And then all of a sudden they slide into, well, you know, we worked with Bill so-and-so on the production of this record. And, and it's like, all right, am I talking to Blothar the Berserker, or am I talking to Mike, the guy that plays Blothar the Berserker? You know,
it's an interesting band to see, to say the least.
I love them. They might be, it's either them or Insane Clown Posse that are the best concert to see with the worst musical output.
Yeah, I was going to say, neither one have really good music, to be honest.
I mean, I like a couple of those Insane Clown Posse albums, you know, Riddlebox and Great Malenko, but those are the same two that everybody likes. And But yeah, it's definitely weird when you interview those guys, any of those guys, anybody that does masks. Like Slipknot even was kind of difficult because other than Corey Taylor, you talk to these guys and they'd want to be in their character. You know, you want to talk to Sean and instead you're getting clown.
Right.
it's a whole different animal, but whatever. It was fun talking to the Guar guy for a little while today.
Where can people hear that interview?
Well, they can hear it on Locals and Substack and Odyssey now, and then if they're cheapos and they want it for free, they can hear it on September or August 22nd, I think, is when it comes out. Not for a while.
All right.
So,
well, that's exciting. That's good stuff.
Yeah, it's something. And then, yeah, the rest of my day is just all worky work, man. Putting things together, putting things up, building a website, blah, blah, blah. Same old shit.
Yeah, I'm still battling some demons here, and it's been it's been a really rough week, to be honest with you, man. Like, it's been kind of shitty to be.
Why?
Like, because again, like I told you on Monday, like I go through certain periods of, I don't know if it's because of the sepsis, the leg, whatever it is, but if you look it up and you read all this shit, like it's just symptoms that continue to go on. It's like long-lasting effects of whatever I had.
Sure.
And so dude, I've been like arguing with my wife about shit and just in a bad mood, depressed, and feeling that I don't know, it's like a pit, like for like nonstop, and like I'm just trying to shake it. And it's been just one of those weeks, man, and it's been tough to deal with a lot of stupid shit.
She doesn't have one of those sex moves that she could do to put you in a better mood.
No, I can't say it right now. Anyway, I don't really want anything. I don't want any. I'm just in that mood. I'm just, ugh. And then of course I get online and like some dude threatened to kick my ass today. Of course. But then he said I wouldn't waste my time to kick some one-legged man's ass.
Yeah.
And like I mean, like I made a comment about Justin Bibb. Like, let me just tell you my comment about the mayor of Cleveland, because they had an article about him, and it was actually not a really good article about him, saying he kind of is just not doing his job real well. And from a liberal magazine, oh, by the way. And so I just made a comment like, hey, look, what do you expect from Bibb? He's the first guy, him and his team are the first people that got actually beat by the Browns on something. And so it was just a funny comment about the Browns.
Funny joke, okay.
Right. And then, about them beating the city and getting their dome and all that kind of crap. And immediately he goes, who the fuck are you to say anything about Cleveland? You don't live here. You live in Broadview Heights. Well, you got to look me up to find out that I live in Broadview Heights.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, then he looks me up more to see that I have one leg. And he looks me up. He's like going through all of my posts. He went to the reel that I posted about Taylor Swift that we did the other day.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, who the fuck would listen to this garbage? Well, you clicked on it.
Yeah.
I mean,
you did, you stupid dick.
Doug Turrington. I'll give him his 2 minutes of fame. Doug Turrington. And then I started because, like I said, I'm just in this mood of, quite frankly, just wanting to blow my brains out on the green screen back here. And I was like, I gotta say something to this guy. Fuck this guy. Because now he's getting personal on me. And I don't like that. Can't you just have a discussion? The left can't do that. The left can't have a discussion about something without name calling, whether it's calling Sydney Sweeney a racist and a fascist or whatever. Or, just me making a joke about Mayor Bibb. Who the fuck is this guy to care about Mayor Bibb so much? I mean, he's a white guy. He's obviously not his kid. But good old Doug Turrington, thinks that it's good to, take personal shots at me, which is fine. I mean, I really don't care.
You don't care.
No.
Otherwise, you wouldn't react to it. You'd be like, I don't care. And you know how many posts you see from me on social media reacting to that? None. Because I don't care.
But see, the only reason I care is because, again, when you get personal, I can have a conversation with you online about politics or whatever. And we can go back and forth and call each other stupid for 10 hours for all I care. But when you start talking about me or my family and taking shots at, a personal level, but then I want to respond. But I stop myself from responding because I don't want to stoop to that level.
But
I mean, I
here's
go
the-
and I'm
here's
looking
the
at pictures of
problem
his
with
wife.
Here's the problem with your thought process. You expect the other side to share the same value system as you,
Yes.
and they don't.
I
So
expect
why let them into your life?
I expect a human value system, a value system that all people can go along with
They're
and
not
live
humans.
by
They're
at least a
leftists.
code of humanity.
They're leftists, not human.
But Doug Turrington is not a human. I mean, he's just a piece of shit, and he's a loser, and he's, whatever.
How many
But you take
giraffes
personal
have you
shots at
argued
me.
with?
Huh?
How many giraffes have you argued with?
I tend to not argue with
How many
giraffes.
gorillas have you argued with?
Once, and it didn't go well for me.
How many, I don't know, lions have you fought with?
None that I can remember.
So then why would you fight with these other inhuman cunts? Fuck them. They don't matter.
I look, and I understand that, but then again, I get irritated. So because I know that this fool is like going through all of my posts and he's talking shit and he's leaving comments and laughing emojis and all this bullshit. And so then I go, all right, I'm gonna do the same to him. And I start going through his shit, and then I go, dude, I cannot say something bad about somebody's wife. I mean, I just can't stoop to that level. I can't imagine doing that. I can't imagine being that kind of person.
Yeah,
would do that
but
kind of thing.
But you still argue with these guys. You invite them to argue with you. I'll give you an
And
example.
arguing with because I made a joke about the mayor of
Who
Cleveland.
cares? So what? He didn't
Everybody
get the
makes a
so
joke about
fuck
the mayor
him.
of Cleveland. It doesn't deserve a fuck off, and I'm going to kick your
but
ass.
So
You
what? He's an
one-legged
asshole. But he's an asshole. I mean, that's the dude. There's a guy on the Classic Metal Show Locals page, which is, in order to comment, they got to pay to be there. So this guy somehow thinks, well, I paid my $5, so I can now just talk about how Neely and Chris are just fucking Trump nut swingers. Basically, is the the language that he's using.
Right.
You know how I respond to it? Now, this is a paid guy. Did I ban him? No. I'll take his fucking money all day long. But you know what I do? Whenever I see his name, I don't even click on the fucking comment. I see, Metal Hawk left a comment. You know what I do? I don't do shit. I delete the notification. And I just won't look at it. And this guy can post away what an asshole I am and that I'm licking Donald's taint and all this other bullshit that he's doing, and it doesn't matter to me because he's a blip on my screen. And thank you for the $5, asshole, because I'll take it. I hope you give it to me again next month when I ignore you.
I think that I remember him listening to this show one time.
Probably did. To fucking yell at me and you. And my response is the same if he leaves a comment on YouTube or on Rumble or whatever. Fuck you, dick. You don't matter. And if you're leaving money, I'll take your money and you still won't matter. What do you think of that? Thanks for paying me to be ignored. I appreciate it.
Our boy Jackal is wrong. He says, let's face it, Seth likes to fight. No, I had a friend call me out on that the other day. He said, well, because he's like, I see you on Channel 3, Channel 19, Cleveland.com, and all these sites. He's like, man, you're just all over those things. I said, okay. And what's wrong with that? I'm not trying to pick a fight. What I'm trying to do, one, is provide some content for me to talk about the show because I like that. But two, I'm allowed to post my opinion the same way that they're allowed to post theirs.
Of course.
And so do I expect a reaction? Of course I expect a reaction. Otherwise, I wouldn't post it.
But then you're upset that the reaction isn't what you want.
See, you're not letting me even finish. I mean, but you're wrong. I just said it. I don't know why you're not listening to me. But I like putting up a post. I expect a reaction from it because you're right. I know that these sites are mainly left-leaning bunch of lunatics. But so I do expect a response. But I don't expect a personal attack.
The show? What response do you bring to the show? Not the one where the guy says, Mayor Bibb is kind of an idiot. You don't bring that one to the show. You bring to the show the one where he's like, you're a fucking asshole, and I'm going to break your other leg. That's those you bring back.
The first ones. Well, am I going to? So what makes it for interesting anything? Any commentary? If I say, yeah, that guy agreed with me. Let me read this comment. Well, that doesn't make for any interesting commentary.
Neither does saying that you got in a fight with somebody every fucking show.
It's not a fucking fight, dude. It's a personal attack. And what I'm doing is I'm pointing out the fucking fact that these leftists are lunatics and that they're assholes and that there's no saving this country. I was talking about this morning. I said, how do we stop this? How do we stop people? And we'll get into Sydney Sweeney because it has to do with that
Of
too.
course.
How do we stop these fucking idiot leftists from being what they are? How do we stop them from being sincerely, one, mean, vindictive, lunatics, crazy people? I mean, they have no actual argument. Calling Sydney Sweeney a racist, again, we'll talk about it, is insanity.
Mm-hmm.
Looking up my posts and making fun of my family or me is insanity when we're talking about politics.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to know how we stop them.
Bullets.
Do we ever stop them?
Bullets.
I mean, I said to Bob, I said, it may come to a point in this country where we have to round up all the leftists, move them to one side of the country, round up the rights, move them to the other side of the country, and never talk to each other again.
Yeah, but that won't work either.
Why?
Because it won't
What are
work.
we going to do? We can't live like this. You know what's going to happen if we live like this? Exactly what you just said. Bullets.
Well, that's
People are going to start shooting each other in the street.
That's what's going to happen.
And I got no problem with it at this point.
You don't think we're like well on our way to that now?
I do. And that's why I'm saying, is there another solution to this?
No. There's not.
So your solution is we just start shooting people.
Yes. My solution is until you do that, this doesn't change. It's not going to change. You know when it changes? When somebody's mother is laying dead in the street because she ran her fucking mouth. That's when it changes. When people got to look at their dead mother with 3 bullet holes in her fucking chest because she ran her mouth to the wrong motherfucker. That's when it starts to change. It ain't about voting. It ain't about convincing people. It's certainly not about social media. There's one way that this world has proven the only way to make any kind of change happen in the world, in our lifetime, and in even past our lifetime, and that's war. So when you're this divided, you need a good war to straighten out one side or the other.
Okay, well, how do you fight a war like this? Because I mean, we had the North and the South. We had a civil war already.
Mm-hmm.
And how do you fight a war like this? Because they're everywhere. They're around you.
Yeah.
You see them at the grocery store.
You wear a MAGA hat, and if they go to take it off your head, you put a bullet in their fucking face. That's how you do it.
Well, then we have to change the laws, man. Say we're at war, and there is no crime being committed if I shoot this dumb bastard in the face.
Are there really laws anyway these days?
For certain people.
For certain people. So why would you worry about offending them?
Look, I mean, I'll be honest with you. You know, we talked about it on the show earlier too, and you know, some people are afraid to say what's actually truth.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the Cincinnati thing. You saw that Cincinnati fight?
Oh, with the white girl and guy that got knocked out?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't see it because the news media certainly ain't covering it.
No, but if you pull up the video, you can see the video
of
of them beating the shit out of this couple.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't we be honest about what's going on? If you look at TikTok or Instagram or Facebook Reels, whatever it is, Facebook not as much, they don't show as many fights. But if you look at Instagram, you look at TikTok, you can see nonstop fights that just like that.
X too.
A group of black teens, mobs of black teens that are fucking abusing and beating the shit out of white people.
Can we just call it the way it is? White people are pussies now.
No.
By and large, almost universally, white Americans are pussies. They're
what
afraid
would you
to
expect
fight.
that couple to do?
Not the
He wasn't
couple.
a pussy.
It's not necessarily the couple. Where's anybody else to fucking step in? Back in our day, back in mine and your day, when we were running the bars, if a fight broke out in a bar, you'd step in and pull somebody off.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Now nobody does that. Now everybody pulls out their camera and they're like, "Oh shit, world star, world star."
The insane police chief in Cincinnati said that one person called the cops of all the people that were standing around with their fucking phones out.
Mm-hmm.
But my point is that if it was the other race or the other way around, if it was a group of white teens that mobbed a black couple after a jazz fest and they beat the shit out of them, Cincinnati would still be burning to the fucking ground.
Yeah.
And that's the truth. If not other cities all across this country.
Again,
BLM, Antifa, all these people would be out there burning American flags, burning buildings, tipping over cop cars, and there would be riots in the streets to no end. A
White
white
people
couple
are
gets the shit
pussies.
kicked out of them, and it barely makes the news.
It's because white people are pussies. They won't fight
I don't
for
think
it.
it's pussies. What
They're
do you
pussies.
expect them to do?
Fight
There weren't
back.
other white people there.
Fight back. Take names. Find them later.
Okay. There was a group of black teens that were beating the shit out of
Yeah,
the
they're
couple.
all on
There
video.
wasn't a whole bunch of white people standing around videotaping it.
They're all on video, though.
Well, look who's videotaping them.
Ain't
Watch-
that, but it's still
look
all
at
on
the
social
video.
media. You said yourself you watched it on Instagram, which means you could also find it on Instagram and find out that that's Jerome so-and-so and fucking plant him. If you had to. I'm saying that civility ain't going to work. You can talk circles and say that you think that we need to have a good conversation.
I never said that at all.
You are. You're saying, well, I should have these conversations on
Look, I'm talking.
Channel
I can have
3
a
and
conversation
Channel
on
5.
fucking
There's no
Facebook about
conversation to
something without
have.
shooting somebody.
There's no conversation to have with a lunatic. There's no conversation to have. There's one conversation to have. When they start mouthing off, you punch them in the teeth. If that doesn't work, you hit them with the buttstock of a fucking weapon in their teeth. Then they'll shut up.
I mean, I may be talking to a different kind of person than normal people because you're fairly
Probably.
out there at times. And don't take that in a bad way. I mean, as a compliment, to be honest with you.
That's fine.
So if you were at this jazz fest and you're walking back to your car, and it's you, and John Drake,
Mm-hmm.
and you guys are walking down the street, going back to your car, and all of a sudden you see a group of 20 or 30 black teens mobbing this white couple. The girl gets knocked the fuck out. She's laying on the ground and are stomping on this other dude. Are you and John rushing towards the crowd, the mob of people?
I am.
I mean, I hope that's true.
It's happened to me. I mean, not black white type of a thing, but it's happened to me many, many times where something breaks out and it's like a lot of people on 2 or 3, and I jump right in. I will jump right in. I don't give it. If I die, I die. I've already been dead. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. And that's the problem. White people are afraid. White people are so goddamn afraid to say, hey, Channel 3, why aren't you covering this story? Because they're afraid that the answer will be like, that sounds racist. No, it sounds human. But you guys want to describe it as racist? So fine. Then I'm a fucking racist. Do your fucking job. Period. And if you don't, I will step in and do it. Dude, you remember after 9/11, we had a big rally in downtown Cleveland, and there was a lot of war protest people.
Oh, yeah, I remember people burning American
flags. And
flags.
there weren't many cops. There were like 30 cops and like 10,000 people.
Yeah.
I went out there and stood with the cops and fought. When the people started rushing the cops, I was the first one throwing haymakers into people's faces. I had no fear. And I wouldn't have fear of it now. Sometimes you got to get hurt to help. And that's the biggest problem that we have now. Everybody's so fucking fragile. Afraid to get punched in the face. Afraid to throw a punch. Afraid to be called a name or to be labeled or anything. You need to... In today's world, if somebody says something to you, you got to judge if you're ready to throw haymakers over it. And if you are ready to throw haymakers over it, you do. And if you're not, you just let it go because it ain't worth your time. Having a discussion is not going to convince one person. If you would have had a discussion with those people in Cincinnati and said, hey, wait a minute, look, there's 30 of you and 2 of them. You know how many people that's going to get to walk away? 0.
Look, I never said that, but I never said have a discussion with. I don't know what you're talking about when it comes to that. I have no idea why.
Because you're the one that's having the discussions with all these assholes on social media.
There's a difference between a Facebook conversation and seeing a couple being beaten down in the fucking street. All right, there's a difference between that. I mean, you have to understand that. I'm assuming you understand that.
I understand that.
And so, what am I going to do? Punch somebody on fucking Facebook? No.
In my mind, if somebody threatens me on Facebook, they better hope to God I don't know who they are.
Oh, I believe me, I know where he lives, so I'm more than prepared. But I mean, like Tom says, Chris is right because the justice system will do nothing to help to these people, which is true.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they arrested 5 of them, and they're not going to get any charges. They should be tried with hate crimes.
I agree.
And I don't care what this couple did to them to begin with. A fight is a fight. A fight between a guy and another guy is a fight. A guy getting beat down and stomped on while he's laying there and his wife is unconscious on the ground next to him is not a fight anymore.
No.
That is a hate crime, a beat down.
I agree. And somebody should have pulled a pistol and shot him.
And I see a lot of tough guys on the the chat saying, "Oh, I would do this too. I would step in and fuck this and fuck that." Well, I mean, well then where are you people? If everybody's like that on this chat, you think that there's nobody in Cincinnati that's willing to stop this and step in?
Well, again,
I don't see anybody stepping in and helping out anymore.
Like I said, white people are pussies. They're not going to get involved. They don't want to have, God forbid, they got a broken knuckle or a bruise on their face that they got to explain at work or something. Oh, my God.
And I'm not talking shit about it because I don't know what I would do in that situation. I have no idea. I mean, God knows what am I going to... I got one fucking leg. I will do the best to defend myself or help somebody else, but what am I going to do?
You could do a lot of damage with that one leg swinging it like a ball bat.
Yeah, well, if I could stand on one leg, that'd be great. But, and it is a race thing. I hate to be blunt about it, but it is. What do you want to call it? What would you call a mob of black teens beating down a white couple? What would you call the fact that you can go online to TikTok or Instagram and watch these fucking fight videos and there's never a group of white kids beating down one black kid? No. You know why? Because it would be all over the fucking news. They'd be arrested. They'd be in jail. There'd be hate crimes and all kind of shit happening. But you can scroll through and see 20 of them tonight if you want to, the other way around.
And it's not going to stop as long as white people continually act like pussies. It's just not going to stop. And I don't like to judge anything on white, black, whatever, because, look, any stereotype you make can be both proven and disproven in one sentence. But no matter who it is, if any kind of fight breaks out and you have the ability to do something about it and you don't do something, you're a fucking pussy. Period.
Especially if you're pulling out your phone and just standing there watching the damn thing.
Yeah. But I can't believe that there's not some, because isn't there some kind of law about not stepping in or not trying to diffuse something?
I thought there was.
I thought there was too, and you would think
calling the fucking cops and just standing there videotaping it.
But you would think that there's got to be some way to collect up all those videos around that family and start charging the people that are making videos instead of breaking up the fight.
Yeah, I mean.
You would think that, but they never do that. Again, because white people don't push back. They just take it. And when they do push back, everybody's a big fucking pussy to stand. Kyle Rittenhouse. I feel so bad for that Kyle Rittenhouse because 90% of the people, 90, wrote him off as a killer. And not only leftists. Not only leftists. A bunch of cowardly fucking right-leaning people were like, why did he have a gun? Why was he shooting people? What? This is horrible. And everybody that is law-abiding, I don't want to say black or white or anything, everybody that is law-abiding should have been saying, good for Kyle Rittenhouse. He should have killed more. Everybody should have said that.
Yep.
Because he stood up, and what happened? It fucking stopped, didn't it?
Yeah, and I saw he was at Kent State.
Right.
I think it was last year. And, man, the protests that were out there because he was speaking at that college. I mean, Kent State's a left-leaning lunatic asylum too, but the amount of people out there protesting this guy who defended himself, and you're right, should have shot more. Maybe it would have stopped some of the violence that was happening. You know, these people out there that were anti-cop and this, they want all that bullshit that was going on during those riots.
Yeah,
I remember hearing a tape of one of the protesters got shot actually by another protester, not by Kyle Rittenhouse, but by another protester. The first thing out of their mouth was, "Somebody call the cops." As they're out there chanting to get rid of the fucking cops. Right. I mean, they have no morals, they have no values, and it's sickening. Look, I've never claimed to be the perfect person, man, but these people are so far gone. It's crazy. And I think a lot of it does have to do with social media.
Yeah.
I think it does. I mean, it gives all these people a voice that they shouldn't even be allowed to have.
Yeah. Don't disagree.
But so now it goes back to we have a war with the right and the left, and now you want to have a war with the white and the black. How many people? Where are we going to put people?
I didn't say white and
We gotta-
black.
Well, I mean, we got to stop being pussies. You said the white people have to stop being pussies.
Well, they do.
So if we have to stop them, then we're at war there, and we're at war with the leftist lunatics. We got a whole bunch of wars going on.
Look,
Our own country.
the reason why everybody is so willing to fucking have white hate on social media is because it's allowed. And the reason it's allowed is because there aren't white leadership people anymore saying, nah, you can't fucking say that about. Look, I hate having this argument because it pushes me awful close to sounding like a Klan leader. And I know
what you're
that.
saying.
And I know that it does because you, in a way, you are kind of taking the Klan's values a little bit, and you're saying, stop the fucking insanity. But this insanity has to be stopped. People robbing stores and getting away with it. People having no problem going in with a cart, loading it up, and just walking out. I don't care if that's white, black, Asian, who gives a shit. If they do that, they should be shot dead in front of the store.
I mean, I think it's California where you could take like almost up to like
$1,000
$999
or
worth of
something.
stuff and then
Yeah.
walk out the door without getting charged at all.
Mhm. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's insanity. And I've said this a zillion times on every stupid camera that I've been in front of for the last year and a half. It is time to bring back the old wood shampoo. Turn the onboard cameras off on the chests, and when people act up, tune them up. Tune them the fuck up. And I mean really tune them up. Rodney King style. So that they don't think twice about doing it again. And
Well,
that's
see, the
white
problem-
guys, black guys, any guys.
Here's the other issue, though, and Cody's right. I agree with Cody. I think it's good versus evil, and I've been saying that for a while, man. There are two sides in this nonsense that's going on, and it's good versus evil.
Yeah.
Now, but I can sit here and say that I have disagreements with some leftists that, I mean, I think that they're misguided in their beliefs and totally misguided. I think they have some crazy lunatic thoughts. I think they're. But I can't say that I would shoot them. They're still nice people, families and stuff like that. I don't know. I mean, do I think that they have evil ideas because I don't agree with killing babies or I don't agree with whatever they have going on? Yeah, I do. Or I don't believe in a Marxist socialist, society for America. And so, do I think that they're evil in some ways? Yes. But do I think that they deserve to be shot dead in the middle of the street? Probably not.
If that's the only way you can end the insanity, though.
That's what I'm asking. Is that the only way to end it?
And I say it is. I say there is no discussion anymore. There's a reason that you don't hear about Al Sharpton running around anymore or Jesse Jackson or any of these fucking idiots because that day is over. People don't care about that stuff anymore. They don't care about having civil discourse. They're not looking to have a difficult conversation about anything. They don't want to have any kind of a conversation about anything. They just want to do whatever the fuck they want to do. And look at how the laws are skewed against law-abiding people. In one breath, I can go to Twitter and watch this couple in Cincinnati get knocked the fuck out, right?
Yeah.
In the other breath, I can roll back 2 years and see another couple that was getting their house burned down, and they got arrested because they pulled guns to keep people away.
I remember that.
So at what point do you just start saying, fuck the laws, I'm handling my own business myself, and if you get in my way, I don't really give a flying fuck what the code of justice is. I'm going to shoot you dead. Think twice before you come to my house.
I can't say that I disagree with you. Brian is a little out there, though. He says we need to watch along and watch the first half of American History. I like the movie, to be honest with you, but
I
I'm
like
not
the
sure
movie
that,
too, but again,
I don't-
I'm not targeting this at black people. I'm targeting at any asshole.
I agree, and that's what I'm saying. Dude, I saw a story today. This is how crazy the left is, and they continue every single day with these kind of things. Every single day. There's a story out today that the left wants to says that you should not have dogs or cats as your pets anymore.
Why is that
Dogs
racist?
and cats. No, because dogs and cats eat meat and stuff, and it's bad for the environment. And that the pets that you should have are guinea pigs and rabbits.
Yeah. Too
I
bad.
mean, this is what they're saying. This is the kind of shit that they come up with, and they're serious about it. They're not joking. They're serious. They'll run on that. That'll be part of their next platform. Is fucking president.
We want no dogs.
No dogs, no cats. Free rabbits for everybody.
Great.
But do you know what? Do they know how crazy this stuff sounds? No, they don't. They think it's okay.
Yeah, they do. But if they weren't able to speak anymore because they caught a bullet to the brain, guess what? Some of those ideas will go away quickly.
Cody says, I want to get into some crazy shit. Read the Unabomber manifesto. He predicted every crazy thing going on in the world today.
Mm-hmm. He's not wrong. I've read that. Yeah. I haven't read the whole thing, but I've read a good amount of the manifesto. And yeah, he pretty much nailed all this stuff. So
I never saw this coming.
Maybe he wasn't as lunatic-y as you thought he was.
I mean, I look, did you, when you were 13 years old, eating pizza with your family, sit there and go, hey, man, this is going to be fucking nuts in like 10 years.
Oh, no,
20 years,
not at all.
30 years.
Not at all. But I will say, in
when
fairness,
do you think it went wrong?
When Obama got elected. When
You think that was
Obama
it?
got elected and started changing laws that were against the moral fabric of the country.
Yeah.
That's when it went wrong. Because all of a sudden you couldn't call certain people out for being assholes. Because if you called them out, then you were a racist, or you were a homophobe, or if you said, look, marriage is a man and a woman, now you're a transphobe. You know, I mean, Obama did all that. That's all Obama. Before that, we didn't have any of that shit. Before Obama, we didn't have any of these fucking ugly fat women with purple hair and bull rings in their nose. This is the manifestation from the Obama administration. What we're getting now, because that's been like 20 years, right?
Yeah.
So all these fucking Gen Zs, this is what that Obama administration produced. Bunch of fucking idiots.
Is it our fault? Because, I mean,
Yes.
we're the parents of these Gen Zs.
If you let it happen, then yes. If you let your kid be that way, then yes. You are responsible.
How do you stop your kid
I
from
blame
being
my
what
I
they-
blame my generation. I'm a little older than you, but I certainly blame my generation for letting all these kids have participation trophies and shit.
I agree.
We as men, as the men that were leading our families, decided to listen to our fucking henpecky stupid wives that were like, Johnny's got to feel good too. You know what? Johnny should have felt bad if he sucked at playing baseball and he should have practiced more, or football, or tennis, or whatever. We should have never done participation trophies to make everybody, because what that did is exactly what we have now in full bloom, which is everybody thinking that everything they want should just be handed to them and they don't have to earn it. And since they don't have to earn it, they don't have to be responsible for their actions. That's what we taught them with something as easy and stupid as participation trophies.
Yeah, I wish there was an easier answer than just shooting people in the face. And
Genie's out of the bottle, man. You ain't going to put it back. You know, and it's funny because people like you, and I'm not even saying you're wrong for seeing it. You do see it. You see it. You see that it's wrong. It's broken. The real problem is you came up in a time when you saw the right way to do it. These 20-year-old kids, they have never seen the right way to do anything. They have grown up with being coddled, being this, being that. They don't know. Like, I saw some article somewhere where somebody said the reason the kids today are the way they are is because they've never had a true struggle, like the gas lines in 1979, or the hostage crisis, or Grenada, or 9/11 even.
yeah,
You know, they've never seen real suffering. They've never had a friend that was on the 85th floor of a building that got crushed into powder because some fucking assholes flew a plane into that building.
Right.
They don't understand that. What they understand is, I didn't ask to be brought here, so you owe me for making me a human being in this world. And that's a shit way to think. And that's why all these guys think the way that they do, that they're owed everything and that they're, they don't have to follow any rules, because it's not what we want to do, man. And anytime I didn't want to practice playing football, I didn't have to, and I still got a trophy. It's all connected, man. This shit about not having winners and losers in sports. You remember when that was a thing in the early 90s?
Oh, yeah.
We're not going to keep score anymore. We just want everybody to have fun.
Well, that's the way my daughter's. We had her in soccer, and like she just all the kids did was run around and kick the ball all over the place. There's no score being kept.
Yeah. So what good did that do? It didn't teach her any value.
Didn't teach her anything. Nothing.
I mean, me, you, people our age, people in their 40s, people in their 50s, we were taught that we had to practice everything we did to be good at it. Remember?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, the worst kid on your baseball team or your football team or whatever was out there doing the same practice that the best kid on your football team or your baseball team was doing.
Yes.
He was probably taking even more practice because he wasn't as good. So our dads would give him an extra 10 pitches to hit because he sucked, or an extra 10 fly balls to catch because he couldn't catch the ball. Then you get to the 90s. And then in the 90s, what did everybody do? Nothing. Well, I signed Johnny up because his friend is playing. And his dad is the coach. And I like his dad, so I'm going to put my kid out there. And what happened? The kid ended up being a fucking zero.
Freedom Fighter says Clinton made policies that set us in the direction that we're in, and Obama furthers those policies. But Clinton, I think, got a free pass because everything kind of ran okay.
Well, everything
Gas
ran all
was cheap,
right, I guess.
Economy was all right, and
and let's be real. Guys kind of thought, yeah, this guy's like me. He got his dick sucked in the office. Guys liked Clinton.
Yeah, kind of.
I did.
And I was paying 98 cents a gallon for gas, and a pack of cigarettes cost you $2, and it wasn't that bad out there.
Sure. And let's not forget with Clinton as well, he's the last president ever to give us a balanced budget.
Yeah.
So at least on the fiscal side of things, Bill Clinton was at least trying. Every president that we've had since him, now this whole nonsense of, well, we're going to sell debt. What the fuck is that? I owe money, but I'm going to sell that to you, and now you can take over that debt, and you can maybe get some of it back. What is that?
Yeah, I don't mean to go off on this tangent. I'm not even I've been taking a break from really arguing with anybody on Facebook, because even last night I saw some posts on Channel 3 and this and that I wanted to, talk shit and stuff. And then I was like, you know what? It's not good for my brain at this point. What good does it do? It doesn't do me any good.
Right.
But the one guy commented on something that I did like 4 days ago, and Doug, good old Doug, and irritates the shit out of me, dude. And it does, because there was not even a comment to argue about. I made a joke about the fucking Browns beating, actually winning something for the first time ever, and they beat Bibb and getting a new stadium. But it does irritate me, and I don't know how to stop it. I don't think you ever will. And I think that other than shooting people, which is your solution, it's a matter of we just have to look the other way, and that sucks. Because eventually they're going to be back in power, and then what?
Those are your options. Again, this is the time that we got to stand up, though, when the right is in power.
Can you imagine if Kamala Harris would have gotten elected?
Yeah, that's what I'm
saying.
saying.
What this country would look like right now?
We should be emboldening ourselves now, so that when it does eventually flip, whether it's on the next one or the one after it or whatever, it is so dug in against the culture to go back to being a cowardly fucking white pussy and be tough. You need to be strong. You need to be tough. People need to stand up, and they don't.
Hey, let's talk about the Sydney Sweeney thing.
All right. You want to play a commercial first?
Yeah. Do we have the actual commercial from Sydney that we could play or no?
Oh, not.
It doesn't
Well,
matter.
I could pull that up. I'm talking about like one of our commercials.
No, I'm saying, but when we come back, could we play
I'll
that or
look.
no?
I'm sure it's on YouTube.
All right. We are going to take a quick break. We'll talk about Sydney Sweeney and her beautiful breasts, and we'll be back in about a minute. Hang on.
Get ready! The Seth Williams Show is going live Friday, September 12th at 4 p.m. Join us for lunch and a hilarious podcast interview with the one and only Jim Florentine.
When I was a kid, I got home from school at 3 o'clock. My mom goes, go play in the neighborhood till 6 o'clock. Come back then for dinner, and that was it. There was no communication from 3 to 6. And I'm still here, and everybody else is, right? It's fucking weird, isn't it? Yeah, all right, a couple cute kids went missing, but that was collateral damage. What are you going to do? Yeah, I mean, they took the bait, went for the candy. What are you going to do? I wasn't a candy guy. Yeah, you're not going to get me in a van with a Tootsie Roll, you know?
And Don Jameson.
Because remember when the most dangerous jobs in America were, law enforcement, active military, one of Danny Masterson's dates from that 70s show? No, I'm glad you guys are laughing at these jokes because here's the thing. We're so politically correct nowadays, aren't we? It's gotten too crazy, man.
This incredible event, including lunch, is brought to you by Smokin' Rock and Roll and Audio Base Studios. Space is super limited. Only 10 lucky fans will be selected. Send your email to SethWilliamsShow@gmail.com. Seriously, you don't want to miss this.
All right, back here on the Seth Williams Show with Chris Akin.
Real quick before we come off of that commercial,
Yeah.
I talked to Mr. Jim Florentine last night,
Yes.
and we can announce that the show after our show
Yes.
is September 12th at the Winchester with
Oh, yeah.
Don Jameson and Jim Florentine. So,
Nice.
so those of you that are planning to come out to meet Jim with us out at Audio Bay, then plan to just kind of slide down the street a little bit.
There you
Go
go.
over to the Winchester.
And I did get an email the other day with somebody that wants to get on the list. So
Very
we're
good.
keeping a tab here. Seth Williams Show at gmail.com. Seth Williams Show at gmail.com. Not
And
the Seth Williams Show, just Seth Williams Show at gmail.com.
And I will try to get both Jim and Don Jameson here on the show before then to talk about it. So
That'd be awesome.
that'll be fun.
It's going to be a good time. I got a few emails the other day. I was very excited.
Ooh.
Seth Williams Show at gmail.com is blowing up, if you will.
What, 4 emails?
I got, one was from me, but the other 3 were great.
Right.
Very complimentary. One of
Nice.
them was not Doug Turrington. Also I will say this: we
Yeah.
did get a contributor to Venmo, Seth Williams 32 at Venmo. There,
Can I retire? Can I stop doing the show now? Is it
Seth
enough?
Williams 32 on Venmo is a way to donate to the show and leave us some cash and help this show keep going, or pay for a casket when the guy comes and beats the shit out of me.
How much did we make?
Oh, yeah. Do we have a drum roll? $1.
Yeah.
A $1 donation. $1 was put into the Venmo account, which was fantastic. And then I looked at the message that was sent,
Yeah.
and it said, "I am helping the needy tonight." And then I looked at who sent it, and it was very, very, one of our favorite listeners. It was my daughter who sent $1.
Oh, nice.
A $1 bill to the Venmo account for us. And after I used the instant transfer, I deposited 75 cents into the account. And so I will be sending you, what, 75?
35 cents or whatever?
35
cents?
Yeah, 37 cents.
You know what? You can keep the 37 cents.
No, I insist that I send you 37 cents. I'll keep the 38. So
Send it to Molly. Send Molly that 37 cents.
I will do that for college.
It'll
It goes
buy
towards her college account.
one mouthful of beers at some frat party.
Yeah, it was a. Wait a second.
Yes.
No, this is not a joke.
Okay.
Should I announce this on the air?
Go ahead. What is it?
We just did get a donation into the account.
Ooh.
Yes. The message says, "Don't go crazy."
Okay.
From JJ.
That's definitely a donation for you.
From JJ.
Thank you, JJ.
Should I tell you the amount, or should I leave that?
Yeah, how much?
$40.
That is dynamite.
How about that, man? Now that is awesome.
That's
And I
a
can't say
donation.
thank you enough, man.
Thank you, JJ.
That is super cool. Very nice.
Appreciate it, especially with Thelma and Michael sitting at home waiting for you to bring them some food.
But no, I mean that's seriously that's very cool. Thank you. Didn't expect that. Made my night.
There we go. We're rich now, goddammit.
Yeah, and with that 38 cents, we're good.
Yes, look at that.
No, but seriously, I mean, I can't. I joke a lot, but I mean, seriously, thank you very much, and we do appreciate that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It does help pay for stuff like, I don't know, the systems that we use to make the show happen. 'Cause,
Microphones,
we
cameras.
do pay for all this stuff that we actually use, and have to pay
Right.
for the systems to run everything. So we do appreciate anything like that. So that was very
Right.
cool. Thank you very much, man.
Thank you, JJ.
All right, Sydney Sweeney.
Yes,
Let's play the commercial.
the lovely Sydney Sweeney. Get her on the screen here, and here we
I just
go.
pause it like that, and we're going home.
Yeah, that's fine with me. I'm gonna pull my dick out right now. All right, here we go.
Mhm.
I'm not here to tell you to buy American Eagle jeans. And I definitely won't say that they're the most comfortable jeans I've ever worn. Or that they make your butt look amazing. Why would I need to do that? But if you said that you want to buy the jeans, I'm not going to stop you. But just so we're clear, this is not me telling you to buy American Eagle jeans.
Sydney Sweeney has very keen.
You see what I did there, right?
Did she say something?
I have no idea what is the commercial over. Is that what all the? 'Cause I saw
Bizarre
one version where
reaction.
she's laying down and like buttoning her jeans, and like you
Yes.
see her stomach. And I was just, I don't know that she said anything. And I see the American Eagle thing now, but otherwise, no, I was just staring at her. I have no clue what happened.
Now it's just
That
looking
entire
at Sydney Sweeney. We are fucking filthy pigs.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are.
Jackal says rough. Dude, what are you talking about, man?
He's an idiot. He's
I'm
still.
sorry,
he's
for
still
his
looking
age.
at. He's still looking at pictures of Julie Newmar, for God's sake.
Zsa Zsa Gabor is more in his
Yeah.
age range.
You know who's hot? Charo.
Dude, I don't care what that woman is selling, but now they are saying that this is a racist and she is a fascist and a Nazi, and that American Eagle is promoting Nazism.
Yeah.
Why? Because she's talking about her genes and I guess her blue eyes, and she has good. Yes, she has good genes. She probably has very hot parents who passed along her
Mhm.
hotness to her. And what is wrong with being hot? Now, I read an article today on Fox. I know it's Fox, or fuck Fox, where it said no, they're really mad at her for her genes or whatever it is. They're mad at her because the left, the women just aren't generally all that attractive, and they're mad because of her hotness.
I think that's part of it. I think the other part of it is the pendulum has definitely swung back to where heterosexual men are going to be heterosexual men again. For the last 8 years or whatever it's been, or 4 years, for the Biden years, everybody was afraid to say, "Man, that girl's got great tits," or "That look at how great her ass is," or whatever. Everybody was, that whole Me Too bullshit had everybody afraid to say anything. We're done with that, man. We're back to look at those great tits, look at that spectacular ass. We're back to that, and I love it. Fuck these.
Yeah, and when we talked about this earlier on today, they're using words like eugenics.
Yeah, fuck off.
And I mean, I hate to tell you, eugenics. I had to look it up just because I don't know the actual definition. I know what it is, but the study of how to arrange reproduction within a human population to increase the occurrence of heritable characteristics regarded as desirable. All right, you know who is into eugenics?
Who?
Back in the day,
The
Hillary
German?
Clinton was into eugenics. You know who's into eugenics? Back in the day, Margaret Sanger, the woman who founded Planned Parenthood. You know what her vision was with Planned Parenthood? It was to eliminate black babies. And so we didn't have that black race. So, I mean, people need to educate a little bit. They need to educate themselves a little bit before they just start mouthing shit off. Now, these pigs out there on TikTok and everything else that are complaining, I mean, have you seen these people?
Yeah.
I mean, the one, she's a bigger girl. Let's just say that. And she's got a fucking nose bowl ring in her nose. And then she's got the trans flag flying in the background. She's not mad at her about the jeans being sold. No. She's mad that she can't fit into those jeans. She's mad because she will never be in a commercial like Sydney Sweeney is.
Right. She's mad that nobody's ever going to look at her as anything but that fat bitch in the grocery store.
And I hate to say that because I'm not trying to be mean. I mean, look,
I'll be mean.
Everybody's different. I mean, I'm certainly look at my jeans. Look where my jeans got me. What the fuck is this? Yeah. See this? Not really great jeans going on here. And you know, my mom was a good-looking woman. My dad is a good-looking guy, but I certainly didn't. I don't know where I got my jeans from. I was probably adopted, and nobody wants to tell me. But it is what it is.
Right.
She's got good jeans, and she's selling jeans.
Yeah.
It's a commercial, for fuck's sake. You think American Eagle is sitting there going, man, we got to make a commercial so no black people, no black women ever buy a fucking pair of jeans from us. We only want Sydney Sweeney, skinny, white, blonde, blue hair, or blue-eyed girls to buy our jeans. That's it. Right? People have lost their fucking minds. Again.
Mm-hmm. Well,
now, let me ask you, if they would put Beyonce in that commercial, it was a black woman, very attractive woman, and they would have put her in that commercial, not one of these people would be complaining about anything.
Well, you didn't hear that when they did with Beyonce for, what was it, Cheer or Tide or something, where she takes her pants off in the laundromat and throws them in, and they show her walking kind of just with her underwear in her ass.
And I certainly didn't complain about that commercial even a little bit. I was more than happy about that commercial.
Of course.
Because I'm normal for the most part.
Somebody in the chat room brought this up, and I'm going to play it here in a second here.
All
right. They're bitching about the Sydney Sweeney commercial, but this is what they offered. This is from the election.
I'm a man.
I'm a man.
I'm a man, man.
And I'm man enough.
I'm man enough to enjoy a barrel-proof bourbon.
Meat.
Man enough to cook my steak rare.
Man enough to deadlift 500 and braid the out of my daughter's hair.
You think I'm afraid to rebuild a carburetor? I eat carburetors for breakfast.
No kidding.
I ain't afraid of bears.
That's what bear hugs are for.
I'll tell you another thing I sure as shit am not afraid of. Women.
I'm not afraid of women.
I'm not afraid of women.
They want to control their bodies? I say go for it.
They want to use IVF to start a family? I'm not afraid of families.
They want to be childless cat ladies?
Have all the cats you want.
Woman wants to be president?
Well, I hope she has the guts to look me right in the eye and accept my full-throated endorsement.
Because I'm man enough to support women.
Man enough to know what kind of donuts I like.
Man enough to admit I'm lost, even when I...
How gay is this guy?
I don't, there's no way that motherfucker is eating a rare steak. Ain't happening.
No.
And then it's man enough
the
to
fat guy. He's
childless,
definitely eating a carburetor.
Oh yeah, he's a few of them. Childless cat ladies. Vance said something like that about cat ladies, and they call him a piece of shit until the election.
Well, this is
These people are fucking nuts. Yeah, this is great. I love this commercial.
All right, here we go.
Refuse to ask for directions.
Man enough to not ban young women from reading Little Women.
Or one of those pants books that the sisters like.
I'm man enough to raw dog a flight. It sucked. Not worth it.
I'm man enough to be emotional in front of my wife.
In front of my kids.
In front of my horse. I'm man enough to tell you that I cry at Love Actually. Good Will Hunting.
West Side Story.
That and Predator.
And I'm sick of so-called men domineering, belittling, and controlling women just so they can feel more powerful. That's not how my mama raised me.
I love women.
I love women who support their families.
Women who decide not to have families.
Women who take charge.
And I'm man enough to help them win.
And I'm man enough to jerk off to Sydney Sweeney. What do you think of that?
How about that? Like, I want to see where those guys are now. I want to do a follow-up commercial to those dudes.
I'm man enough to get knocked out at a fucking jazz fest in Cincinnati.
Yeah, it's so sad.
Just
So
awful.
sad. I love that commercial though.
Freedom fighter. He raw dogs his unconscious buddy.
Well, to see her, she's not running for governor now
Oh,
of California.
kidding. She had such a good chance of winning.
She had a really good shot. If everybody was drunk like she was, she would have won hands down.
If she would have run, the Gavin Newsom would have won again, even if he didn't run.
So she's not running for governor. He's not running for president. Who do you think is going to run for president on the Democrat side?
Tim Walz.
He said he's not running.
Oh, he's not running either?
Yeah.
I don't know. Do they have a candidate? Are they going to trot
No.
Hillary out there one more time?
There was some, I think one of the candidates, I think she said that she's going to do it, is some internet podcast troll, that the blonde chick, it was on CNN. She's kind of cute actually, but she's an idiot. But
It's not that fat girl, is it?
no, she's this lady's.
That's going to bring all the male listeners to the Democratic Party?
No, this is a skinny blonde chick, and she's kind of cute. I mean, but I love women too. If they love women so fucking much, then why are they happy about men participating in sports against actual real women?
I like women all the time on Pornhub.
Absolutely, X videos.
I love their
Pornhub.
work.
Yeah, I admire their abilities.
Me too. I'm glad they're making bank on OnlyFans. Good for them.
Well, when it comes to the Sydney Sweeney thing, man, I don't understand what they're doing. Do you have any of those? Can we look up any of those videos? On, like TikTok or Instagram with these fucking bitches complaining, or YouTube or something? There's got to be some of those videos. Those would be fun to watch. X, that would be a good one.
X will probably have idiots complaining about Sydney Sweeney.
I would look this stuff up myself, but I can't post anything. So
yeah, I'll find it real quick. Let's see.
But I mean, some of these people are—it's just absurd. I don't even know if they understand the words that are coming out of their mouths, dude.
Let's start just doing a simple search for Sydney Sweeney as a Nazi. I'll just put it on the screen here, because it's always good to look at Sydney.
Look,
Sweeney.
I just want to watch that picture. Look at that.
My goodness. Let's make that bigger.
Can't get much bigger than those. Oh, you mean the screen?
If that's a Nazi, then Heil Hitler, baby. This is who's complaining about Sydney Sweeney, but none of these
There
are
we
videos.
go.
Are these videos? There's one that's complaining about Sydney.
Look at that.
Ugh.
She's the one that actually has a video out that she sounds so just retarded. I mean, she just doesn't. I mean,
We'll find her. Look at this fag.
is that a dude?
I'm thinking that's a dude. Is that a girl?
No, it might be a girl.
Oh, that's a woman? Ah.
I don't know.
Good grief. Oh, there. That's hot.
I wouldn't fuck her with Doug's dick.
I probably would for the story. Oh, here we go. Here's a Nazi propaganda one, I guess. Let's hear what this fine lady has to say.
She's not white.
They're literally saying the quiet part out loud, but was it ever truly quiet when you're wearing dumbass merch like this? I mean, really. Make America great again. When was America ever great? Their definition of greatness was when this country was full of white supremacists and that slavery still existed. And now we have this interesting ad with a play on words where we pass on blue genes to those genetically with blue eyes. I mean, it's no accident that Sydney Sweeney's initials are SS.
Holy shit. No accident. No
the
accident
mystery has
at
been
all.
solved, Seth.
It has been.
They've been planning this since her birth. Her name was supposed to be Jennifer Sweeney, and her parents said, no.
SS.
We got to get the SS in there.
Oh, my God.
What a fucking
And you know what?
idiot.
There's people out there that go, Yeah, she's so right.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
SS. What's her father's name? Adolf? I'll bet her mom is named Ava B. What a fucking idiot.
She was pretty funny, though.
Yeah, for an idiot. All right, is this another one?
In a vacuum. That ad doesn't exist without the culture it's selling into. This is American Eagle's most expensive ad to date, meaning that nothing in this ad was accidental. And there was a decision made about what cultural cues they wanted to sell to in this ad. I want to break down 2 specific ads in this campaign.
My body's composition is determined by my genes.
Sydney Sweeney has her genes.
This whole ad relies on the double entendre of genes and genes. It's more than a cheeky wordplay, it's a dog whistle. We are seeing the rise of fascism in America. And with this comes this rise of eugenics. To put it simply, eugenics is the belief that some people have better genes than others. I'll let you guess what people fall into which categories. In eugenicist thinking, society encourages certain people to reproduce while discouraging others, and in some cases, even preventing others through forced sterilization. In this ad, by saying my body's composition is determined by my genes, Sydney Sweeney has great genes, it's saying that Sydney Sweeney has a great body and therefore great genes, and therefore is a product of genetic superiority. Specifically saying,
no one said that.
I hate to tell this dumb fucking bitch. Yes, people do have different genes, and some people have better genes than others. You know what? I don't like LeBron James, but he's got great genes, a lot better than mine. You know why? He's big, he's thick, he can play basketball, he's tall. His genes are fantastic.
Well, wait a minute.
And
How about
aren't
this?
as good
How
as
about this
mine.
blonde-haired, blue-eyed devil that's talking about this?
I know. She's got
She's
great
got
genes.
great genes. Great set of tits, pretty face. I'm probably gonna take a strong guess that her ass is pretty good.
But I mean, I couldn't spend 5 minutes with her, dude. As soon as she opens her mouth, if it's not sucking, no, that's for later. If she opened her mouth, I couldn't take her for 5 minutes if she talked to me.
Yeah, I mean, she's a fucking idiot. She hates herself. She hates herself because she's pretty hot to be upset about Sydney Sweeney. I'm sure somebody is. Don't you think somebody has said to her at some point, "Hey, you've got great genes"? This girl.
You would think she's a good-looking girl.
Yes.
But she's crazy.
Yeah, she's a fucking lunatic. But
Somebody said it has to be a parody. I don't think so. I think this
I don't think so either.
brought is for real. That's what she
watch it.
thinks.
She has more. She has another minute. Here we go.
Oh my God.
these white, thin, traditionally feminine bodies are not
I mean,
just
you.
aspirational.
You mean you?
You're everything that you just said.
Yeah. Thin bodies, big tits. That's what we like. Yes. Doesn't mean that we want to kill anybody that doesn't have it. It just means that that's what we are drawn to. What an idiot.
But symbols of morality, tradition, purity. I think the next ad takes it even further.
Genes are passed down from parents to offspring, often
what I like.
determining traits
Yeah.
like hair color, personality, and even eye color. My genes are blue.
Sydney Sweeney has her genes.
My genes are blue is crazy work. Once again, it's the double entendre of blue jeans, meaning like the physical denim, and her blue eyes. It's echoing the language of white.
Man.
It's echoing nothing. Nothing.
No, it's selling blue jeans to people. That's what
You
they've
know
done
who's thinking that
forever.
this is somehow some dog whistle to say that everybody's ugly but Sydney Sweeney? All these idiots that are saying it. No regular guys. I consider myself to be a regular heterosexual horn dog. And I can tell you for a fact, the only message I got out of these commercials, which I've watched them all, is Sydney Sweeney is hot. And for the first time, I'm not going to lie. Up until last week, I thought American Eagle was nothing more than the airline, the small plane airline for American Airlines. Didn't they used to call those planes American Eagle?
Yes.
That's all. I didn't even know what. I thought Sydney Sweeney was selling airline tickets for a week until I figured out that American Eagle was a jean company. I didn't know that.
Then one of the girls actually went on to say, don't you understand? American and Eagle, these are symbols of hate.
Hate.
What the fuck?
Fuck off.
And by the way, American Eagle stock is up 18%.
Of course it is.
Because now their sales are through the roof after the outrage by lunatics and Sydney Sweeney with big boobs.
Yeah. And none of us see they picked the wrong fight this time. You can pick fights against certain things, and people will sort of cave. Nobody is gonna no heterosexual man is gonna cave in against the Sydney Sweeney just looking hot.
Well, dude, but I don't think they're reading the room anymore, man.
No, they're not.
They don't seem to understand what's going on in this country. When Budweiser went ahead and did their whole fucking thing with a Dylan Mulvaney, the trans guy, girl, whatever it is, and the people that actually drink Bud were so pissed, and they lost billions of dollars because of their ad campaign.
Yeah.
Jaguar did the same thing. They went out and did this whole woke nonsense crap, and they lost billions of dollars because nobody was buying their shit anymore. What's the cliche? You go woke, go broke.
Yeah.
I mean, it's more than a cliche. It's actually happening to you.
It happens all the time. Yeah.
But these people just make themselves look stupid.
Mm-hmm. I love it.
I texted you the one girl.
You texted me? I think you touched your microphone. There you are.
There you go. I texted you the other day a video of, and it's got Clay Travis on it too, but it's her at the beginning. I mean, she's fucking crazy. And she's the perfect representative of what is the left.
Get this thing. Copy. Let's throw it over to the other screen.
Habu says, I think your jeans are like $200. I mean,
are they?
I have no idea. You think I'm going to fit into a pair of American Eagle jeans? I want to buy a pair from her, though, just to one, prove a point, make them some money, and then I put them on my wall and imagine I'll put Sydney Sweeney's face on it.
Could she sell, like, game-worn jeans?
Right. Yeah.
I'd be in for that.
Can I get the ones from the commercial, please?
Yeah. And in fact, can I get the thong that she's wearing, too?
Everything. Just send me the outfit from the commercial.
Because I need a face mask.
Not that I would look at those, my lovely wife. If you're listening, I would never do that. I'm trying to help American Eagle. That's all. But I think I would give up my house for those jeans.
I would lube up that thong with fucking hand cream and jerk my dick to it.
I thought, dude, you gotta save something for the Mind Show, man.
Nah, I'm all the way in. You're the one that said that we weren't gonna do politeness today.
I did.
So
I wasn't feeling politeness.
I'm not doing polite today. All right, here we go. Screen share. No, that ain't her. What am I doing here? Where is that video? Oh, here it is. Let's share this tab instead. There she is.
Look at her. Look at this genius.
I like her. Very, very svelte, very hot.
Oh, yeah, dude. She should be in the next commercial. Instead of Sydney Sweeney, this broad should be hired.
She should be.
That's what people, what don't people understand? It's been going on forever. Since TV's been around. You put good-looking people in ads. That's why you don't see me and you in ads for fucking TV or for, clothing commercials.
Yeah, this broad looks like Dennis from Head of the Class.
Yeah, she does. That guy got in a lot of trouble, man. Did you ever see that Nickelodeon thing?
I did. Yeah, he was like fucking all the people and stuff.
Yeah, fucking nuts, dude.
Allegedly.
All right,
let's hear what this rocket scientist has to say.
All right.
That a company whose name is literally American Eagle is making fascist propaganda like this? Probably not, but it's still really shocking. Like, a blonde-haired, blue-eyed white woman is talking about her good genes.
So what?
Like, that is Nazi propaganda.
I actually think
it's not Nazi propaganda.
It's Nazi propaganda. And her name, SS. We're coming for you.
This might be a crazy radical take, but I've been on crazy radical takes today. So tell me if this is a radical take. Blue-eyed, blonde-haired women with great tits and a great ass are hotter for most men than anything else.
That would be, right up there, yes.
That is an accurate statement, right?
It would be an accurate statement that those women are attractive, yes.
Yes. It's always been that way.
No, you don't understand. It's fascist and racist and all blonde-haired, blue-eyed women should dye their hair and get contacts to change their eye color and go away and live somewhere in a cave because they are fascist and racist.
Well, you see this broad right here? Let me put her back on the screen here. This broad right here, I would not be upset if she knew the taste of a Zyklon B tablet.
Wow.
If you're going to say Nazi shit, I'm going to throw it right back at you. Hopefully you take a fucking shower at Auschwitz, you cunt.
Brian says that black-haired bitch is a pig. Okay.
Yeah.
I can't disagree. Know why they hate her? Jealousy and the fact that she does not worship at the altar of progressivism. I don't even know her politics, to be honest with you. I don't even know what her
Sydney
politics
Sweeney?
are. Yeah.
She doesn't put them out there. Why? Because she's smart.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, she's not making a statement here.
No.
She didn't go on wearing a Trump hat.
Yeah. Her statement is, my body's hot. I'm going to make as much money as I can from this hot-ass body.
Where were all these people when she was selling her bathwater?
Yeah. Well, there's that, too.
Was she
we couldn't get it.
Fascist pig for that, too?
Yeah, probably. Probably is. Yeah, I know. Dude, this is it's ridiculous. It's all so ridiculous. Sydney Sweeney's no more of a Nazi than, I don't know, than this broad. That broad we were just listening to.
I mean, look at her. I mean, she's got the trans flag in the background. She's got the nose ring going on. I mean, she's doing her best to get, I guess, any kind of notoriety that she can get.
Engagement farming.
Because she doesn't, I mean, she's obviously, in her real life, outside of social media, nobody's giving her the time of day.
No.
Nobody cares.
Yeah.
If I walked by her tomorrow, I would, and look at me, dude, I'm a giant pig. And if I walked by her tomorrow, I wouldn't give her a glance.
Yeah, you
other
wouldn't
than
even
to
say
go,
hello.
oh my God, look at that pig.
Yeah.
And if I'm a pig and looking at her and calling her a pig, there's a problem. But she's mining for attention.
Yeah. You know what your reaction would be if you saw her in the store or whatever, in your store where you go and get your pop every morning? Watch the camera, because I'm going to do this is exactly how you would be, Seth. I'm going to put it on the big screen so everybody can see. You would do this. You'd look at her and you'd go. That's what you do.
Exactly.
You wouldn't say nothing to her necessarily. You would just be like, idiot.
That's
and
it.
You know what the worst part is? Somewhere down the line, she'll be married to some dude that just beats the shit out of her.
She's not marrying a dude. She's going to marry another chick, or maybe she is a dude. I don't even know what she is.
She'll marry a dude eventually. She'll go around with some other fatty labia lickers, and then after she's done with that, once she gets to an age and she can't support herself, then she'll find a dude. That's what all these
She'll end up
fucking
with one of
pigs
those
do.
dudes from the I Am a Man commercial that we just played.
Exactly. She'll be eating a carburetor with that guy.
Freedom Fighter says she's the feature attraction at SeaWorld. That's terrible.
It's not wrong, but it's terrible.
Not wrong, but it's terrible. That's women's empowerment, I guess.
right.
I mean, why does a feminist stand up for somebody like Sydney Sweeney? Because again, they're jealous.
Yeah.
But they should be proud of her. Look what she's done with her life. She's making millions upon millions of dollars.
Mm-hmm. Well, they don't like her because she's not doing it their way. She's not doing it by saying, yeah, I'm hot. They want her to say, I'm hot, but you shouldn't notice.
Right.
That's what they want her to say. I'm hot, but you shouldn't notice because it's not about my hotness. It's about my skills in the workplace or whatever. And Sydney Sweeney ain't buying any of it. Sydney Sweeney, whether it's her decision, her management's decision, or both, someone said, you're hot. We're going to make you $100 million in 5 years before you hit the wall. Someone saw that and is doing that. She's scheduled to make like 20 movies, literally. If you look her up on IMDb, she has like 20 movies in production. 20!
Wow.
She's making all the money she can. She's on Dr. Squatch. She's on Baskin Robbins. Now she's selling jeans. She is whoring out the hotness, and good for her. Why shouldn't she whore out her hotness? It's a gift that she has.
If I had it, believe me.
If I look like Sydney Sweeney, you'd be seeing my pussy spread long and hard on fucking OnlyFans. I'd be taking fucking 10 dicks a day.
Based on multiple reports, Sydney Sweeney's estimated net worth right now is around $40 million.
Yeah. And how much more is it going to be when, I don't know, when Euphoria ends and ends up in like syndication or gets bounced around from Netflix to Peacock to whatever, where they're all paying her royalty and stuff from it. And she's a producer too.
And she does a couple of movies that really hit. I mean, she could be $100 million by the end of her career.
I mean, dude, she's got to be, just based on her popularity alone right now, she's got to be 15 to 20 million a movie, doesn't she?
You would think.
You got to think. I mean, I can't believe that she would do a movie for like $2 million now.
Habu says that's it. Her mom told her that she was special. Nobody will give her the time of day. I mean, well, that's another problem that we have is that you're right. We talked about it earlier. It's the generation of parents that are letting this girl grow up like this.
Yes.
And she has parents that are sitting there going, "You're right, honey. You do what you want to do. You get in front of that. They'll buy her a webcam to do this kind of bullshit." And they enable her.
Mm-hmm.
And now she's a laughing stock all across the country.
Yeah. But I'm sure she has her 500 people around her in her little circle that are like, "You go, girl. You're standing up to the oppression of women, man." You know that's what she's hearing from the people around her. Yep. You're standing up to women's oppression and you're making your voice count. Shut up. Your voice don't mean shit, you fucking.
But her parents are helping this. And like I would be so not proud of my daughter.
No,
I would be so ashamed. And I wouldn't be able to handle it. If this was my kid, I would not be able to handle it.
If this was my kid, the phone and the webcam are through a wall.
Oh yeah.
Dude, there was a time that my kids fucking acted up. This is when they were maybe 10 or whatever. And they acted up and they tried to play the game like they were just going to be grounded playing their fucking Nintendo. And I took a sledgehammer to it. Boom! Smashed it into a million fucking pieces. There's your fucking Nintendo. You know, you don't cower to this shit.
Oh my God. I'd have been so mad at you.
But you know what? Never did that twice.
Right?
That's the way it works. Sometimes you got to make them mad. The way it is. Sometimes you have to parent.
What future do you think this girl has? I mean, maybe she's a multimillionaire CEO. I don't know, but I mean, I don't think she's.
She's staring at suicide by 30.
Somebody didn't raise her right, man.
Yeah. People like, and I know people think I'm saying that to be silly or whatever. I'm not. People like this are going to take themselves out at about 30 to 35. Reason? Because they spent so much time thinking the world's going to give it to them, and the world's not. And eventually they end up broke, alone, sad, and it's just easier for them to eat a bullet. And that's what'll happen to somebody.
It's sad to think about that because, I mean, she's still a person, regardless of,
Yeah. But it's true.
Maybe insane, stupid, but you're right. No, I mean, you're right. There is no future.
Yeah. What do you think she's going to do? Settle into a job somewhere and work there for 35 years? Fuck no. I'd be surprised if this bitch door dashes. I really would be. I would be surprised if she puts in that kind of effort into her life.
Yeah.
I just don't think she would.
This generation is something, man.
Yeah. Fucked.
Over a commercial.
Mm-hmm.
And then, and I don't even, maybe she doesn't even believe what she says. I mean, maybe it was just an attention grab. I don't know. Sometimes I think you can't be this stupid.
Oh, they can be.
I mean, the girl that said her name is SS.
Yeah.
I mean, it has to be a joke, right? Do you think she was joking?
Look at how stupid AOC is, and she's an elected official.
I know. Jasmine Crockett.
Jasmine
AOC.
Crockett, another one. Dumb. Talib. Dumb. Isn't Talib's greatest accomplishment fucking her brother?
I believe
allegedly.
Was it that one, or I think that was Ilhan Omar.
Is it Omar? I don't know which
Yeah.
one it is. One of them likes their brother's dick.
Yeah, I think it was Omar.
Allegedly.
And, allegedly. Talib is just the one with the foul mouth that likes to tell Trump to fuck off and stuff.
Well, some of us got foul mouths too, bitch.
Yeah. Well, if you say that anything like that to her, you're a racist.
Yeah, well, so what? I can wear that label. I don't give a shit. I don't care what anybody thinks of me. Why should anybody care what anybody thinks of them?
Well, obviously, the girl that talks about Sydney Sweeney doesn't really care all that much either.
No, not at all.
So maybe
But
I give
she
her props
would,
for that.
But I guarantee you they would care about Sydney Sweeney if the backlash was so great. Like if somebody came and just fucking firebombed her house or whatever, she'd be deleting that post as quick as she could. Because they don't have any conviction behind their shit.
No.
If it caused a problem,
I'm guessing this girl is probably in tears at night
yeah.
now after the backlash that she's getting. And I mean, she's
Mhm.
been all over the news, man, all over.
Yeah.
I mean, Fox played her. I mean, she's been everywhere because she's a pig and disgusting with this horrible take.
Yeah.
And she probably cries at night every night now.
It's A, it's a horrible take, and B, she is the perfect person to have the anti-Sydney Sweeney comments.
Right.
Because she literally, you couldn't build more of an anti-Sydney Sweeney than this girl.
A more typical leftist, actually.
I'm just talking about just in looks.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt.
If you were trying to build, if you had a picture of Sydney Sweeney and I said to you, draw me the complete opposite of that, that's what you draw.
I mean, I'm really mad at you right now, to be honest with you, because I see her at the bottom of my screen, and you don't have it on the big screen, so everybody
I
else
can put it up
has
there.
to
She
suffer
is.
through the nonsense that I do.
There she is. She's there.
Look at this.
Everything about her is anti-Sydney Sweeney. Fat face, dumb glasses, dumb nose ring, black hair. Everything about her is the anti-Sydney Sweeney.
Yep. Well, I hope she has a wonderful night after her appearances on many
On
news
Gutfeld
programs.
or whatever.
Yes. So I wish her nothing but the best.
Right.
I'd feel really bad if tomorrow all of a sudden she says that somebody came on and she killed herself. So
I
do
wouldn't.
wish her the best. I hope she
I'd be
hope she
like,
opens her eyes at some point, though. I hope she
bravo for
opens her
having
eyes.
some
You know, I try to tell this to some people. They don't like to listen. So at some point, you have to wise up. You have to open your eyes, and you have to look at the reality of the situation. Get
Mhm.
over your feelings and start dealing with facts.
Right.
You know, the world doesn't revolve around you or your feelings or what you want to happen. The world is tough. The world sucks sometimes, and you have to deal with facts.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes the facts aren't easy to deal with.
And freedom fighter, I doubt very highly that she has a blowhole. I'm just going to say, I think that's a little much. I doubt that she has a blowhole.
Scooby, those damn fugly round glasses.
Not wrong.
No, the other thing that we saw, we couldn't decide whether it was a man or a woman.
Yeah.
They also had the same glass. Maybe that's a thing.
Oh, that is a thing with all these leftists, the big stupid
it?
glasses. Yeah. They all wear the big dumb glasses.
I mean, I'm currently wearing women's frames, but that's because I couldn't see when I picked them out at Drug Mart. And so I just picked something that I was like, oh my God, I could see. And I put them on and I was like, I got to have these.
Right.
And then I realized when I got home that they were actually like women's frames. It's kind of like the Seinfeld episode, but it is what it is.
Right.
All right, time to wrap things up. Time to head over to Minds.
All right.
And if you thought this show is dirty, just wait.
Oh, there's more coming. All right, we're out of here.
Yeah, thanks, everybody. We'll talk to you again on Monday. Have yourself a great rest of the week. And we'll see those folks on minds.com/Seth Williams Show in just a few minutes. Hang on. See ya.
Seth Williams loves this land, stands tall and proud. Believes in freedom, speaks his mind out loud. Mentored by Triv, he learned to be tough. Life knocked him down, but he got back up. he's still strong and true, chasing dreams under skies of red, white, and blue. Voting for Trump, he shouts it clear. WTAM tried to bring him down, but he's still here. In the heart of America, Seth takes a stand. Against the tides, he defends our land. Liberals call him crazy, but he don't care. He's got the spirit of an eagle, soaring high in the air. Hates LeBron James, won't wear that crown, prefers hard work and blue jeans in this town. Radio waves try to shut him up, but Seth keeps singing, filling that cup. From the small town streets to the mountain high, Seth sees the flag waving, reaching for the sky. He keeps on fighting with a rebel yell, for every fallen soldier and the stories they tell. In the heart of America, Seth takes a stand. Against the tides, he defends our land. Liberals call him crazy, but he don't care. He's got the spirit of an eagle, soaring high in the air. On the small town streets to the mountain high, Seth sees the flag waving, reaching for the sky. He keeps on fighting with a rebel yell, for every fallen soldier and the stories they tell. In the heart of America, Seth takes a stand. Against the tides, he defends our land. Liberals call him crazy, but he don't care. He's got the spirit of an eagle, soaring high in the air.